What's going on, everybody? Eric Dubana here. Welcome to the channel. So I made this video to basically show you your return on investment and starting an ATM business versus the alternative investments that we currently have out there today. Where can the average person go today, put their money to work and get a great return on investment without incurring a lot of risk? Because usually how it is today, the higher your return on investment is projected to be, the more risk you're actually taking. The lower ROI, right? The lower risk you're actually taking, right? So where can you go today, make an investment and make a great return on your investment without taking so much risk? And for this example, I want you to imagine right now that you had $10,000. Somebody gave you $10,000. They said, hey, here's $10,000, invest it for me. I'll see you in a year. What would you do? Let's compare what we currently have, ATMs, return on investment, versus what we currently have out there today. So the three investments that I chose is number one, I chose stocks, the stock market, right? Number two, I chose the bond market. And number three, I chose real estate. So historically, right, the stock market averages anywhere between 8 to 12% return on your investment in a year. The bond market is 3 to 6%, and real estate is anywhere between 6 to 10%. Now remember, somebody gave you $10,000. So you have to ask yourself, where can I invest $10,000 and get a great return on your investment without taking a lot of risk? Okay. So what you're trying to do right now in your head is, how can I make as much money as possible without taking so much risk? So if we go right here to the stock market, you had $10,000 and you invested into the stock market, you're making $800 to $1,200 a year. Pretty great return on investment, not a lot of risk involved, right? But it's not exciting. It's not going to get you out of bed in the morning. Number two is the bond market, 3 to 6%. So you're making anywhere between $300 to $600 a year on that $10,000. And then real estate, 6 to 10%. But you have to remember, you only have $10,000. For the majority of people out there, and coming from myself who actually owns investment properties, $10,000 is nowhere near enough for you to get into the game on real estate, okay? Real estate is a wealth preserver. People who are already wealthy buy real estate to preserve their wealth, right? And save money on taxes. For the majority of people out there today, I live in California, you are nowhere near what it takes to buy property with $10,000. So I'm gonna knock this off. So let's just stick to stocks and bonds, okay? Now let's see what the ATM business, right, can generate generally return on investment per ATM. For this example, ATMs are going to cost you anywhere between $2,500 to $2,700. Let's just say, for the example, for numbers wise, each ATM is going to cost you $2,500, okay, per ATM. All right. Now, let's just do one ATM first. Now, in the ATM industry, the industry standard, what's considered a great ATM location? If your ATM is doing 5 transactions a day, right, that's considered to be a great location. Let's break down the numbers. If you're charging people $3 for a transaction to use your machine, and you're doing 5 transactions a day, that equals, on a daily, you're making $15 a day. But let's just see what you're making on a monthly basis. So if you're making $15 a day, times 30, you're making $450 a month. Now remember, we're talking about an annual basis, right? What is your ROI on an annual basis? That guy's gonna come back in a year and say, hey, I gave you $10,000, right? What did you make me? $450 a month times 12 comes out to $5,400 a year, okay? So you invested $2,500 on one ATM, you found a location, you negotiated, right? And it's doing 5 transactions a day. You're making $5,400 a year per ATM. Now, if we do the math really quick, we do $2,500 that you invested for your ATM divided by your return, which is $5,400. Your ROI comes out to 46% ROI, return on investment. You're getting a 46% return on your investment for one ATM on an annual basis. Now remember, this is just one ATM. You still can buy 3 more ATMs because you have $7,500 left. You can buy 3 more ATMs. So if we do the math really quick, right? 5,400 times 4, that comes out to $21,600 for the year if you placed 5 ATMs. $21,600 for the year off a $10,000 investment. Okay. Now, if we do the math here, it's going to come out to the same thing, right? Your $10,000 divided by your return on investment, that comes out to a 46% return ROI on that $10,000. Now, after we break down the math, remember I asked you, where can you go today and take $10,000 and make as much money as possible without taking a lot of risk. This is why I fell in love with this business model because, $3 is not a lot of money, right? But this is a volume-based business. And it's simple as finding one location, doing 5 transactions a day. All you have to do is find a location where there's a cash incentive, there's a ton of foot traffic, and the ATM is going to do 98% of the work, okay? It's only going to take you a couple hours a month to manage this portfolio of 5 ATMs. So hopefully now that you kind of see and break down the numbers, that starting an ATM business is kind of like a no-brainer, right? So if you have $5,000 to $10,000 in your bank right now, that's literally not doing you anything. This is what I recommend for the average person to go out there and start an ATM business. If you guys want more information on the ATM business, I have a community. It's absolutely free. It's in the description. Click on the community, and hopefully this opened up your mind a little bit to why we love the industry, why we love the ATM business model, and hopefully this gave you a better idea, right? And help you, pull the trigger on starting your very own ATM business. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.